Welcome everyone back to Mr. Weather Updates. In today's video, looking at light radar, have a look at the precipitation over there. That is forward as well. I'm going to look at UKV, having just the next 5 days, and temperatures as well, and precipitation. We're also going to have a look at the models, GFS, CCM. Also models looking at we're going to have a look at for the next 10 to 14 days. Now, so it's been quite a busy day for meteorologists and weather forecasters or amateur and storm chasers as well. Due to, obviously, a lot of intense storms today. Not only that, we have definitely beaten probably quite a high record for June. Obviously surpassing the 1976 heat wave of 35.6. That is definitely been broken over the next other days. I couldn't upload it yesterday, obviously. It was a bit too hot. I wasn't really feeling too well then. So, that's basically what happened. So that's great. So obviously today is probably the hottest day of the year so far, which we'll have a look at the provisional records for what that would have been on some BBC websites to see if that's correct. I think it's correct though. And I'll have a look at the Weather Channel to see what happened to these supercell storms, because I'm going to tell you a picture. Looking out my window now, there is a big thunderstorm. It's moved away. We've not had it actually, but it's just in the distance. That is affecting a lot of northern areas, such as Newcastle, Durham, bits of the North Pennines, that sort of area. I'll show you what that is in a minute, but I can see it from my bedroom window, and it does look quite intense. The anvils are huge. I've got a picture of what it looks like on this thing, on my photos, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. And I can literally see it now on my office window. So that is what we're going to have a look at in the radar in a minute. But let's have a look at the central temps. So looking at this news headline, we've got June records, which is higher. So this is probably the highest it's going to get. Again, so in somewhere called Santon Downham, which is in, I think that's Suffolk, isn't it? Provisionally reaching 37.3 Celsius in June. That is absolutely exceptional. This is in Eastern England, isn't it? Now that is probably the highest it's going to get. It's now very slowly starting to cool down. That obviously built the record of 37.1 Celsius in Cavendish. So it's going to be one of these. It's going to be one of these temperatures that are going to be provisionally on it. But it's likely that I'm going to get the 37.3 as that. Oh, that's my lightning tracker. Didn't know there was any lightning. Let's have a look. I think that might be that supercell. Yeah, still quite a lot. Still quite a lot of thunderstorms right now, even where I am. Start off petering out just a little bit. Still see bits of the clouds of what from here, which is, quite a lot. But yeah, that's basically. But yeah, so highest temperature in June so far, and it's quite unlikely for the next couple of years we're going to beat this record, because it is exceptional to reach 37 degrees in June, let alone 35 Celsius. Widely, we've seen 36 Celsius, and locally 37s, which is ridiculous. I know a couple of days ago I did nearly produce thinking we're going to get like 38, 39. This is still exceptional, but I think we have kind of overestimated the temperatures just a little bit. But not far off. We've still got 37 Celsius, which again still really is exceptional, which will probably stand for many years to come. I don't even know if it'll ever be broken again. So this is the hottest June we've had ever. Well, probably in the history of UK weather forecasting, at the very least, since records began. Obviously obliterating the 1976 heat wave, which was in 35.6 in June. I know it was more long lasting. This is only a week, but still, temperatures are much higher, and the excessive humidity levels are a lot higher as well for this heat wave. Thankfully, it's going to calm down just a little bit. It's still going to be quite hot tomorrow, still well above average, if not hot, so still quite hot, but way cooler in most areas, and I'll show that in a minute. So let's have a look at the live radar. You can see what I've been talking about, that the very intense thunderstorms, which is to the north of me there. So that where I am here is Leeds, and I can see that thunderstorm, and it's like miles away. So there's quite a few. There's some in Middlesbrough, some in Thirsk area, affecting North York Moors. And it's got further ones Newcastle area. It's about to go to Scottish borders. It's kind of petered out just a little bit because it used to be quite wide, let's say. I think these are kind of underdoing it just a little bit, but it was quite strong. I think it's split up a little bit, and it used to be conjoined, but now it's there. But it's still producing a lot of lightning. So about 2,000 strikes from that this area here. You can still see a bit of that thunderstorm, actually. I can see the cauliflower top of this thunderstorm here. I can literally see it now. Send you a picture of it on my Facebook if you want to see it. But obviously, quite exceptional. So it's suggesting it's going to move further up northeast. Then it's going to go over to the North Sea and probably weaken from there. Looking at temperatures, gradients, we can see here. Again, exceptionally hot. According to the Weather Channel, getting pinks in there, which is it assesses the nearly 38 degree threshold. Obviously, that's obviously 37, isn't it? So still hanging on to the exceptionally hot temperatures in the southeast East Anglia area, and even in parts of northern England, like Leeds, got to about 33 Celsius today. 32 in my area, which is probably the hottest it will get this year, actually, because it's already done it once in the May heat wave, so that's exceptional. And you can see not really dropping away too much at nights. Some areas will be cooler than previous nights, so like in northwestern areas, we're back to like mid-teens, perhaps high teens, not in the 20s as long. Otherwise, eastern areas are still, towards midnight, still getting some oranges, some reds there. So still areas in 20, exceeding a tropical night of 20 degrees, but hopefully the last one for a while. Now looking at the UKV, having a look at temperatures for the next 5 days, and the precipitation levels, if there's any. I think there will be some. Also, a bit annoying, like this is actually not updated for quite a while, and it's probably going to do an update as soon as I stop this video, so it's a bit annoying, just that. They have to get updates at 6 or 7 o'clock. So we'll have to see that, but we'll have to just deal with this now. So look, see what the accuracy for the UKV was for today's temperatures. Let's have a look. Very accurate, actually. Maybe a little bit above in the southeastern areas. Saying 38, but obviously we got 37, didn't we? So that's not too bad in accuracy. Now looking at for tomorrow, like I said, still tropical night for me in the eastern areas, but in western areas it's not as bad, about 17 Celsius, most likely. But still in southwest eastern areas, we're still lingering at 25 Celsius, exceeding a tropical night, very high humidity levels. So anyone who's there is, not going to be having a great night's sleep, at least for that night, really. But still, it is getting noticeably more comfortable. Now looking on to Saturday, this is where we get the temperatures a lot more down to recent days. I think the UKV is sort of overdoing it a little bit. We're still hanging on to that heat. It's still exceptionally hot. Nowhere near as hot as today. Not going to see 37 degrees like whatever Saturday is going to be. So, let's have a look. So, northern areas back to like low to mid-20s, perhaps high 20s in some areas in Yorkshire. 28 Celsius is still possible in Yorkshire, actually. So, most western areas lingering in the mid-20s, so not too bad in the western areas. We're still seeing low, perhaps even mid-30s in eastern areas. Obviously, nowhere as near as hot, but still be quite an exceptional heat wave if we had it normally. Obviously, this is more like an average heat wave, I guess, but maybe slightly above the average thresholds for a heat wave. Still could see 32, 33 Celsius is possible in there. So, again, still quite hot, but nowhere near as hot. Looking out to Sunday, this is probably the first day we're going to see back to average temperatures. Again, quite a contrast, actually, with the temperatures. We're lingering pretty low to mid-teens in Scotland, high teens, perhaps low 20s in northern England, and then southeastern areas still seeing 26 or 27 degrees, which is still slightly above average, but nowhere near. So it's a lot more closer to average though in general, but most areas are around average for the time of year. Looking over to Monday, again, you can see the nights have definitely dropped back into low teens, perhaps single figures in the rural area. So we're back to nice temperatures overnight, so we'll be enjoying a nice cool night from now on, hopefully, before we get the next one, which is probably not long. Monday, again, nice and cool for many. Quite a refresher after seeing 37 degrees today. This on Monday, it's like 10 to 15 degrees lower than that, which is exceptional. So, around 20, pretty high teens in the north, and then southern areas, central southern areas, because see 22, 23 Celsius, which is right on average for the time of year. So, literally seasonal. Nothing really wrong with them temperatures there. On to Tuesday, a touch warmer, but not too much. It's a little bit. Northern areas have a great risk of seeing 20 Celsius, but no heat wave. It's just a brief warm spell, probably from a weather front most likely. So more cloud around probably in this day, but still could see widely low to mid 20s. So could see 23, 24, perhaps 25 Celsius in some areas. So around average. Looking at the precipitation, if we can get to it. So precipitation levels. That's today. So looking at Saturdays, we have got some cloud around in the morning. Then it starts to thin out a little bit. I think it's overdoing with the cloud cover for UKV. But we could hold on some cloud in the southeast areas, but less cloudy in the northwest of England. You can notice there's a weather front in Scotland, Northern Ireland, could bring some persistent rain at times, perhaps heavy at times. Because could actually see for tomorrow some thunderstorms breaking out into eastern England. Quite, I think they're over what it looks like here is quite severe. There's a thunderstorms here, quite heavy already, so it could be quite severe thunderstorms moving in to the eastern areas as well. So we'll have to see what happens there. We may issue a weather warning for that, but there's some uncertainty. Sunday we've got some bands of showers moving in, perhaps heavy at times. But Sunday, a very nice day in general. Quite clear, with the odd, I guess, some cloud and showers possible. Not too bad. Monday, there's a thicker cloud cover, some drizzle possible in the Scotland area, but just clear later on. On to Tuesday, again, similar to conditions, thinner cloud, some outbreaks of rain at times in some areas in the north. And just really quickly have a look at the Cape levels. Obviously, we could see still some high Cape levels, especially, more specifically, into southwest eastern areas. I can still see about 1,000, 2,000 kilojoules of Cape. That will be sufficient enough to bring some severe thunderstorms possible in the southeastern areas, and that's going to be imported by France. So that's why there's a bit of uncertainty. So will them thunderstorms make it? And if they will, they could be quite strong actually as well. We could still have some Cape in the north, actually. We could still see some isolated thunder showers there. Nothing much about the Cape again the rest of the week because the warm air's gone and it's not as humid. Looking at the GFS models and all the assumption models to see what the trend was, looking at the long range. You can see here we've got that ridge of high pressure that is being broken down by a thundery breakdown, a classic thundery breakdown. You can see there with the low pressure. So low pressure is to the north in the Atlantic, and we've got high pressure still to the east. And as we go throughout the week, we can see it does start to break down and breaks down the ridge. Now, it does start to move back into next week, but it's not a heat wave. It's more of like an Azores type of high and just bringing changeable conditions, but mostly settled and, showery conditions. So nothing unsettled, nothing heat wave, more average, more seasonal, let's say. So we are continuing that theme for quite a long time, actually. For, at least the first half of July. We could still see some unsettled periods of time, especially in the northwestern areas. It does try to building a little bit of high pressure, perhaps some warm humid air, south southern areas as well. Some more humid air, but I don't think it's going to get to heat wave. Well, maybe a little bit of an outlet, but that's the trend. What we're going to see for there. But it's high. GFS is it does trend for maybe a bit more warmer into mid-July, but it's a long way off. I mean, it's a bit annoying that we're still seeing 30 Celsius in that type of one, but we'll have to see what happens. That's quite unlikely, but recently the GFS has actually predicted this hot spell, so it's not out of the question, but it could still be an outlier. Now looking over to the ECM, which is more accurate, hopefully. Again, similar pattern, low pressure. Low pressure's a little bit far. Oh, no, that's not today, isn't it? Low pressure to the western Atlantic and high pressure building ridge to the east, clashing together. Could see some unsettled periods at times at the end of the week. Maybe some showers as well. Overall, though, it doesn't look too bad in terms of it's not too wet and it's not too hot, let's say. So bringing in some Azores high from the southwest, bringing average conditions, average unsettled weather, and average temperatures. So nothing too out of the ordinary, really. More just average, more boring weather, let's say. And look at the UK Met Euro run. Let's just get this on. Oh, that's not the UK Met. It's this one, isn't it? There we go. UK Mountain, again, similarly, getting some low pressure to the west, high pressure to the east. Again, could produce a mini will take us spell into the early next week. Some showers possible as well. So, mix up of sunshine and showers with pleasant conditions, most likely 21 Celsius or 22, around average for the time of year. We have got that high pressure starting to building a little bit higher, a bit stronger, but still nothing hot coming from there really. If I'm just proving it now, maybe some warm fumes there, but most likely still getting to like the average conditions. And looking at the GEM, sorry. Where is it? Oh, it's the the GM not in there. No, it's not. Don't know where that went. I don't know. Look at the arpege. We'll get UK up. Will this show me anything? No. Look at the 2 meter temperatures again, around average for time of year. In the long range anyway, but I feel like it does sort of overestimate it for some of these days. It doesn't really go on for very long actually. Looking at the icon run as well, again we've got the low pressure to the the south, the east, sorry, the west, and we've got low pressure, high pressure to the east again. Building back in later next week, but again, average conditions with that, sunshine is average. So hope you enjoyed that video. So again, just mostly, I say boring weather, but you know, it's just typical really. Typical weather, not unsettled as well. So not unsettled, but not hot. So perfect really. Just more typical summer weather possible for the at least first half of July. So we'll have to look at that there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.